I wanted to just start this video off by saying that my heart goes out to the people affected over in Maui at the moment with the wildfires. It is absolutely crazy. I can't possibly imagine what you guys are going through. I am so sorry. It's just absolutely horrific, okay? It's quite easy for most of us to be sitting in our lovely air-conditioned or heated homes, whipping into the kitchen, having a cup of tea and not expecting, like, you know, things to go wrong. And all of a sudden, your life around you just implodes. And I'm so sorry. And what I've done, in the description, there is a link to the Maui community. It's the foundation, right? So if I know times are tough. I know, like, at the moment, people are trying to make ends meet. You know, we're overworked, underpaid. It's terrible. But if you have got a couple of quid that you can sort of help towards this donation, I've put this link down below, okay? And 100% of the profits go to the people in Maui. And now listen, before I go any further, after researching a little bit of this Maui situation going on, I've realized and I've discovered, I mean, this is a whole video altogether, but I've discovered that there are so many scam charities out there that are claiming to say, yeah, give me your money and we're going to send it to Maui, you know, the survivors and the people, and get the food there. They're scams, okay? So be very, very careful about who you donate to. Do your own research, okay? I've gone on to so many websites and they're all funneling to this one, okay? So please do your research, but I think that this one is pretty cool. There's loads of conspiracies out there, right? There's loads of conspiracies. We all like our conspiracies. Most of us do anyway, all right? They're good little bit of, you know, a little bit of banter back and forth. Now, I wanted to make this video because I think that we have to be careful, I think, sometimes with the conspiracies. Sometimes I think that, you know, without us actually knowing it, we can affect people in different ways. You know, it can be insulting to some, especially when you have a devastating thing going on like this over in Maui, all right? So there's this viral footage, viral photo, I should say, of a laser beam of some sort coming down from the sky and starting the fires. Okay, well, that's what they're claiming. This is what the conspiracy theorists are saying, all right? What I want to show you is how I think sometimes when we want to sort of believe things, we can let our imaginations go and we can run with it, and we end up being blindsided by what we want to think, you know? I also want to stress that by all means, in no way am I trying to downplay what is going on over at Maui, all right? There's no way. I'm just trying to show you what we need to sort of be careful about. So what I've seen a lot at the moment is these laser beams coming down and attacking certain places, all right, in the world. So this is the tweet that went viral about Maui, okay? Now, I'm going to come back to this one because I think it's really quite sort of an eye-opener of what we can sometimes run away with, okay? So this was another laser beam attack, all right, in Chile. And this one, you may have seen it, you may not have seen it, you probably have. And if you're into conspiracy theories, you've probably seen this, all right? So check this one out. This is, like, notice here, okay, so let's just see that again. Starts up, boom, this laser beam. Some people are saying it's lens flare. Mate, that ain't lens flare, okay? It's not lens flare. I'm telling you that, okay? So, yes, there you go. 80% slowdown of this laser beam starting this huge fire over at Chile. And here's another one, a little bit more closer up, a bit more high detail, okay? This is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Look at that thing. Look at a laser beam. Okay? You may have seen that one as well. Now, this is what I'm trying to say. We have to be careful. And the thing is, right, well, hang on, let me just show you this. Let me just show you this. That one there that we've just seen. Watch. Right, hang on, let's turn that shit music down. So basically, this is the real original footage at the bottom. Literally no laser beam. No attack. All right? We'll say it again. No laser beam. We'll pause it. Boom. Where's the laser beam? There is no laser beam. So this is now the laser beam over at Maui, okay? The laser beam tweet photo which is going around. And this is what I'm trying to say about why we have to be careful. I'll express my thoughts in a second, but check this out.
Conspiracy theorists are claiming that this was the cause of the devastating wildfire that occurred earlier this week, which destroyed huge portions of the island and killed at least 100 people. We did some checking around and we found the real truth behind this conspiracy. It turns out, this picture was something completely different. This is actually a long exposure image of a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket launch from Vandenberg Space Force Base in Southern California. Using Google Lens, we were able to find the original image. This image was used in an article by Eric Berger all the way back in 2018. To summarize, this is not a laser beam that started the wildfires on Maui, but instead it's a 5-year-old long exposure image of a SpaceX launch that wasn't even in Hawaii.
It wasn't even in Hawaii. Right? And you can see as well with the long exposure, the waves, they're just like blended out into a mush. A few thoughts go through my head about this, right? When you have a whole population that is affected, they've lost loved ones, they've lost their homes, they've lost their pets. You know, this is devastating news. And for people to not be conscious of that and decide to make CGI footage of something, it really sort of... It makes people push away from the actual hurt that is going on over in Maui. Okay? Like, we can, yeah, there's conspiracy theories out there, and there's people that tamper with videos to make videos, you know, more entertaining or to get people thinking and stuff like that. But I think that when people start tapping into adjusting real, impactful, life-threatening situations and things like that, I think that's when it just goes too much. It goes too far. So I am all for having an open mind and saying, yeah, okay, like, you know, any possibilities, might make sure that you think about who you can trust, who can you trust, who can't you trust, and all this sort of stuff. And there are some people out there and some, like, well, I'm not going to say too much, but there is some people, organizations or whatever out there that I'm sure will do some real horrible things to get whatever they want out of life or the world or whatever. Okay, I'm a sucker for it. I'm just telling you, I'm a complete sucker for it. I see laser beams coming down from the sky and I'm like, oh, here we go, it's all coming out now. Okay, that's my immediate reaction because my mind is like that. I like the idea of no, sorry, I do. I like the idea of things happening, like, out of our control and mysterious, like, conspiracies. I love it. But we have to be careful. And I think that the people out there who are trying to make that quick buck or to try to get viral, doing things like this when it's really affected a huge population, I think you're crossing the line. So, we like our conspiracies. So, I'm going to throw you a bone, all right? There's already 2 books on Amazon about the Maui fires. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm sure that making a book takes longer than a few days. All right? I'm just gonna throw that one out there. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.